Hello and welcome back to another Friday night here at Heroes and Hooligans, where we are playing Concentricity Echoes of Eden, Episode 2, Deception and Decisions. With me tonight, I have Hooli playing Yakruda, the Nova-touched operative for the Technoblock Consortium. I have Dr. Archie Edric, played by the ever-so-lovely Mags, a independent, so to speak, merchant who does a lot of repair work and fabrication.
That's a word for it.
With a little bit of a tie to some less savory syndicates. And of course, the one, the only, Mark Swank Gedge, owner of MSG's MSG. Retired Technoblock Consortium soldier and diner operator. Not with us tonight, sadly, is our dear Aurora Evard, played by Gabby, who could not make it tonight. Love you, Gabby. We're so excited for you to come back. But we will return to the world of Eden. To a very small living space. It's about a 12 by 12 room with a 4 by 4 fresher attached to the side of it. Decorated exactly as the resident wishes for it to be. Yakruda, what do we see in your little bunker here on the 17th floor?
It's very plain. Standard walls and flooring, small bed, small dresser, small table. Nothing really too excessive because got to be able to be packed up easily and moved should situations arise, which I'm sure they will, because it wouldn't be a TTRPG if they didn't. So very minimal things. Probably a couple of takeout boxes on the counter. More than likely empty spice containers, cinnamon, nutmeg, so on and so forth. And a half-drank bottle of something bubbly and fizzy and delicious.
All right. Yeah. And what does Yakruda do as she relaxes here after a long shift?
She smells her spices, makes sure that there's still cinnamon and nutmeg and so on. And probably goes over file notes, things along that lines, prepares for next things. I don't think she really knows how to quote unquote relax. She's somebody that feels like she's always working.
Yeah, you've got some leads that you've been running down in your own time as like projects where you're like, if I do this on my own and get it right and then show it to them, like that's going to get me out of these club jobs in a heartbeat.
Yeah, most likely.
And I'm going to say go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Ooh, dice. Okay. Investigation. I have a +0 to that, so 18.
18. On an 18, you're thinking about your new assignment and how it might correlate to anything you've been working on before. You've noticed that there is a pattern of drift bike thefts in the third level, towards the edges of the consortium's influence, but the issue with these thefts is that the bikes aren't showing up anywhere else, right? So you can't track them down by like we know these pawn shop provides that you know of.
What?
I missed 3/4 of that because you went into a fish tank and back.
I'm sorry, what?
I missed the majority of what you said because it sounded like you went underwater and then came back up. I heard
Oh,
the
my
not
bad.
showing up anywhere.
Yeah, I was
Which
just
is-
basically getting deeper into that. The bikes
Yeah.
aren't showing up anywhere that you would expect to see stolen bikes show up.
So no chop shops, no,
Yeah, none of the chop shops you know of, no pawn shops or anything. Like usually if a drift bike gets stolen, it's someone who's stealing it for some quick cash and pawning it and just hoping they can disappear before the pawn gets traced back to them.
So does that lead me to believe that anybody who's stealing them or whoever is stealing them for repurpose and use rather than repurpose and sale?
I'm going to say on an 18, you think it's very possible. Like that's one of your like two most likely options. You think that they're being stolen for use. And you know, drift bikes, like they're not a great form for Eden long distance transportation. Like they'll get you. Drift bikes are good for like relative to our world, staying in your greater metropolitan area, like county travel.
So would I know that they're sort of fast enough to be maybe used as getaways, or since they're small enough, used to snake in and out of traffic very
Yeah.
easily?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So she gets her little notepad that she writes all her notes on and puts down. Probably going to be used for scandal, and then underlines scandal.
But you also remember that your new assignment that was actually given to you was to track down a chop shop that has popped up that you don't have eyes on yet.
Yeah, at the second level, I think. I think at the second level.
That is correct.
Or 2 levels down from where I'm at now. I mean, if I could read
no,
my...
you might be transferred 2 levels down if you get like put in a new club job.
So the new shop is at the second level.
New shop is second level. Yep.
Okay. Okay. And the dead drop code, she needs to go pick up
Yes.
the dead drop, which is on 30th level, block 170. So she's probably grabbing her pack and getting ready to go do such.
Yeah, as you're finishing up your notes on the new development in this case, and you're getting prepared to head out, we are going to cut from Yakruta over to Dr. Archie Edric.
Oh boy.
All right, Doc. Hey, it's the same day. It's getting into the evening. It's about 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It's about to hit your rush hours.
Okay.
So what are you and Dale doing to prepare for the rush of, shall we say, less than kind clientele?
I think mostly what Archie's doing is trying to get like the most common used things that so he can get like make sure they're like within like arm's reach so that he's not like constantly like climbing up shelves like trying to grab things that he knows that he can just like grab in 2 seconds if it's like right behind him.
Okay. I think actually what we're going to do here is I'm going to have you make me a intelligence check, no proficiency. Okay. This is going because, as we've stated, organization and planning is not exactly your strong suit.
It's not.
It's not. But I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you the DC before you roll.
Okay.
And if you succeed, this is going to be a huge benefit to you. Unless you critically fail, there will be no detriment to this check.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right. DC is 15.
Okay. That's a 15 on the dot.
All right. You are going to have advantage on all of your repair checks for
Thank
tonight
God. Okay.
as you get your equipment laid out perfectly.
Yeah.
Dale is still sitting there, powered off to the side. And you know, like, it's the last thing you're doing to set up. You're like,
I'm like not looking
I need
forward
the
to it because I
help.
know he's gonna say some smart ass shit when I turn him on. That's all he's good for. So I think I'm just gonna like shrug and just flip his switch back on and just try to walk away before he says anything.
Oh, rebirth once more.
So fucking dramatic.
You only have yourself to blame.
I know, Dale. Don't have to remind me.
You could have just bought a factory personality chip.
Now, where would the fun in that be?
You're right. Oh, speaking of fun, I see the light is going. Are we getting ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. And you see Dale immediately, like, the personality turns off. This is professional time. And you actually, I'm going to say, because you made Dale, you know that what Dale is doing is sectioning his hard drive.
Yeah.
So that his personality is locked away. He
Good.
is a worker bot right now.
It should stay there.
What does Archie regret the things he did when he was young and idealistic and thought a robot that had a personality could be a friend?
Dale said mean things, okay?
Archie said, "I'm going to make you and enslave you and be mad that you're not my friend."
Yeah, nerds. I don't see the flaw.
Yeah, you can hear the whine of drift bike engines outside as your clientele for the night starts to pull up.
Oh boy.
And you know that whine because they specifically ask you to tune it to that.
Amazing. I love that so much.
And someone shoves the door open. The little bell you have on there dings. All right, hey, Eddie.
That's not my name.
Arthur?
Close. What can I do?
Yeah, so there was a little bit of an incident earlier when we were on the roads. This gelatin truck spilled all over our bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So we just kind of need to get that cleaned up and buffed out and make sure none of the wiring's damaged.
What kind of gelatin are we talking about here?
I'm pretty sure it was animal.
Okay, cool. Got it. That's blood. All right. I'll get it fixed up.
All right. Leave the money with Gil.
Yeah, just send him the money.
All right. And you see him kind of peering around the shop. He's like, huh, it's pretty empty. All right. And if you don't mind knocking a couple of the serial numbers off of the bikes.
You got it. Whatever you say.
Hey, I like you, Eddie. You're a good kid. You know the way
Not
the
my
business
name.
works. Sorry, what was that?
It's not my name.
Well, you didn't tell me what it was.
Edric is my last name. My name is Archie.
Okay, that's why I thought it was. Oh, Archie, Edric. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you, Archie.
Close. You know what? I'll give you that one. That's close. All right. Bring in the bikes.
All right. And you see he turns, bring in the bikes! Dale flips the button for your garage lid to roll up. And you see about 30 drift bikes start to be walked in. It looks like about 20 of them are just coated in like boiled down bone gelatin.
Okay.
And 10 of them look... Actually, go ahead and give me a insight check.
That's a 19.
They look like they were probably some rich kid's bike that got stolen.
Okay, cool. Great. Love that. Love theft.
And when I say rich kid, I mean like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. A child.
A child. Look, if they're given too much, you just take it away.
Exactly.
It's how you make. They're just doing a public service. They're making sure these kids don't grow up spoiled.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go to the bike that's closest to me and start like doing what I have to do in order to fix it.
All right. You are gonna make 3 sets of repair checks here.
Okay.
One for each like set of 10. So you can let me know whether you want the first one to be a gelatin bike.
Yeah.
Or the serial numbers.
Let's start off with the serial numbers.
All right. You're going to be making this with advantage from prepping all your tools. And you are going to get a potent aptitude from Dale.
Oh. That's a D4?
Yep.
All right. Give me a sec. That's a 24.
Jesus, fuck. Yeah, there is a reason Yakruta has not been able to track down these bikes, and it is you. You hop in there. You know that the serial numbers on these bikes are not just like written on the side of them, they are in the machine coding. You plug into the computer for the bike, and don't just delete that line, you rewrite the code so the bike will run a little better. Now that it doesn't have to dedicate any processor space to keeping its serial number.
All right. Let's do one of them jelly bikes next.
All right. Let's do a set of jelly bikes.
Is that also with potent aptitude?
No, he does not give you another potent aptitude for this.
So that's a 25 on the second one.
Greedy ass motherfucker. Oh, I got a 25. Let me put an aptitude on top of that. I hit a DC 30 at level 1.
What can I say?
No, I respect.
Honestly, what can I fucking say?
Respect hustle. You gotta hustle.
You gotta
try.
You gotta try. All right. So they're fixed, right? I fixed them, yes.
Yeah, you. I'm gonna say you don't even have to. You're having a great day in the shop for you.
Yeah.
Like these are simple problems, sure, but there's enough of them that it is keeping you going. Like you usually, I would guess Archie usually hates it when he only has a couple simple problems come in.
Yeah.
Because then he's thinking about.
It's a waste of his time.
Yeah, where's
the fun shit?
Yeah, but you have enough easy work come in here that you're not working too hard, but you're still constantly working. And you clear this line of bikes so easily.
Amazing.
All right, let's go ahead and get on to that last line of bikes.
Last line of bikes.
At this point, you see like the people who brought the bikes are actually standing around the inside of your shop. Some of them are smoking. Some of them have pulled out a couple of bottles or some flasks.
Chipper, I'm so sorry. That was only a 21.
All right, only a 21. So what happens is you clean the bikes.
They're clean. That's
you clean
it.
the bikes. Yeah, you clean the bikes. You clean the bikes. You examine them for any like damage to the electrical wiring. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are bikes that you've worked on before, so they've already got your upgraded parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wiring, this thing's watertight.
Perfect. Archie's gonna like get up from like whatever like crouched kneel pad position he's in, and he's gonna get up and be like, "All right, they're fixed. They're ready to go."
Oh, damn, it's fast. Oh hey, I don't think anybody else is planning on coming in tonight, Archie.
No, I mean, I blocked off most of the night for this, so yeah.
Wow. Oh hey, why don't we close up shop? We can have a little bit of a party.
Why not? Let's do it.
All right. Dale shuts the garage door, and the second it touches the ground, you watch the personality come back online. Dale turns to the guy who walked in first earlier. Ah, Big Sid. Did you bring the WD-40 I like? And you see Sid tosses Dale a can of WD-40. Dale sticks the straw down his throat and just clenches with his teeth.
We've all done whippets, yes.
Yeah. It's a poppers, but for droids.
Alright, Archie's gonna fix his hair because it's like already like fucked up from him like fixing the bikes for all those hours. And he's gonna like take like whatever clean rag he can get and like try to wipe off all the excess like oil and grease and shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. You're able to clean yourself just fine. And Big Sid comes over to you, presses a bottle into your hands. Genuine green shine there.
Oh fuck. He's like inspecting the bottle, and there's like no like probably like some like very like rubbed off label that's like clear the bottle's being reused over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It probably smells foul, but he's gonna take a drink anyway.
No, it smells great. It's like,
ooh,
if you took all of the green flavored candy in the world and distilled it.
Fuck.
It's like the essence
Say
of
less.
it. Yeah, it is the pure essence of a green apple Jolly Rancher in smell.
Amazing. Say less. Archie's going full for it.
It goes down. You can tell this is highly alcoholic, but it is so sour that you do not taste the alcohol.
Yeah.
And go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
That is 23.
23. Archie, you are free to drink as much of this bottle of green shine as you like in one go.
Hell yes, we're going for it. Archie's had a fucking day. He needs it.
Yeah, Archie has had a fucking day. But Archie also got some really good news today, so like it's worth celebrating.
Yeah. He might be making money.
Might be making a lot of money.
Lot of money.
Like, even if you don't go through with your ARM plans, that's a massive chunk of your debt you could pay.
Exactly.
But yeah, you feel free to let me know what the night looks like as Archie parties the night away with these rough and tumble street hoodlums.
Yeah, they're rough and tough street hoodlums, as you just referred to them as, you fucking boomer. And
we're the same. Aren't I a year younger than you?
I think so. But like Archie's like this skinny, tall, lanky, awkward kid. Like, he's in his late 20s, yeah, but like he's still like that fucking nerd in undergrad still that like has yet to hit his prime, and he's like trying to fit in with these tough guys and failing.
Yeah,
Like, the
I
only
think,
thing he's good at right now is drinking, but other than that, like, he's decently sociable, but he's awkward at best.
I'm going to say go ahead and give me a charisma check, Archie. You can pick which one: persuasion, intimidation, deception. And I'm going to say that's a nat 20, isn't it? I was going to give you advantage from how quickly you got the work done and then watching you pound a bottle of shine.
I don't need it. This is my fucking night.
Yeah, Archie, this is your night. This is your, like, at the end of the day, someone else might own 51% of it, but it's your business. You live here. You do all the work here. This is you are in your kingdom, and these people are loving partying with you. You actually
like,
see one guy who's like, I was studying quantum mechanics, and then I dropped out.
Really?
I dropped out because I couldn't pay for the tuition anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, well, there was in the long run, it's what was best for me,
Yeah.
If I'd stayed, I would have had to keep hiding myself away from who I was.
Can I get this man's name?
Yeah, this is Tony Derrick.
Amazing. Okay. I'm just keeping it, man said he studied quantum mechanics. That might come in handy.
Yeah.
Might want to keep that in my back pocket.
Yeah. And you know that, like, declaring quantum mechanics as it's Derrick, Derrick, by the way.
2 R's, thank you. Yeah, I already saw these white boy names.
You would know declaring a major in quantum mechanics is like a post-grad thing.
Yeah.
Like, this guy got his master's.
Exactly, so he might come in handy.
Yeah. And we're going to actually go ahead and cut from there as you continue to party the night away, meet some interesting characters. You are going to, next time I introduce a group of hoodlums associated with your loan officer,
Mm-hmm.
I just like the word. It's a fun word to say. Next time you meet a group of criminals who are associated with your boss, with Gil, you will be able to pick one of them to already know and have a pleasant relationship with.
I love that. Work.
That is your reward for the nat 20.
Thank you, DM.
All right, and we're going to cut from there over to the beginning of the evening shift at MSG's MSG. Things are picking up, my friend. You don't do a big breakfast lunch rush, but dinner is your game. And you see there is a line of customers waiting to pick up to-go orders. Everyone who wants to be seated is seated, but it's taking some time to get service out to everybody. Does MSG's have a wait staff?
Given what I talked with Zoran before about that, probably have at least one server.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you've got one server who's been working for you for a couple years now, actually since you opened the place. And you know that before you opened the place, she worked at the diner that you bought. Like, before it closed down.
Okay.
And this is Delilah. Delilah stands hunched about 5'8". You have seen her fully straighten up and stand tall twice. She's about 6'6". She's a plumper woman. has brilliant green skin and little nictating membranes over her eyes.
Okay. This poor little old lady.
Yeah, and she honestly looks like she's having the time of her life. She is rushing about. Oh, I'll be right with you. Give me just a second. Okay. All right. Hey, I need a raft.
Yeah, coming up. After that previous 5 orders. Hang on.
Go ahead and give me a cooking check.
What? What skill do I use for that?
I believe you have chef's tools as a proficiency, yes? Maybe not.
Maybe not. I do not see.
All right. In that case, I'm going to ask you a question. Does Mark cook from the heart? Does he cook from from his experience? Does he cook from a recipe?
I'm going to say from the heart.
All right. I'm going to need a charisma check from you.
Oh, thank God. Nice.
And I'm going to say working in your home kitchen, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. That's good, because that wasn't me. 21.
21. Yeah, like it's busy, but you're keeping up. Nobody's like waiting so long that they're getting upset. But you are realizing it'd be nice to have someone to like help out with packing up the to-go orders and everything.
Maybe. Devil's Head, get out here. We need help. We need extra hands.
You hear Double Z stick his head out of the office. Do you need me to come help?
Yeah. Unpack these orders.
All right, he comes up. Double Z is going to make a charisma check now. Since we have established that we cook with heart in MSG's MSG.
Oh no.
I'm going to let you know right now. Zed has
Holy
an
shit.
8 in charisma.
Oh God.
He's just packing orders. He's not handing them out or anything, though. So his DC for this is a 5. He needs to roll a 6 or higher. And that is a natural 20.
What the fuck is going on with everyone's dice tonight? What the hell?
You see
Packing those orders like a champ.
You see Double Z steps out, doesn't move for a second as he looks at everything in front of him, grabs the little like pen that you use to have people sign their tickets on, writes a series of numbers on his hands, and immediately just flies into full organizational like whirlwind, packing orders. He's stepped up and started handing them out so that Delilah can focus on the customers who are in shop. And you see him after his first couple interactions handing out orders, write a script for it on his other hand. Go. He's like, this really, we really could just hire anybody to do this, couldn't we?
Yeah, if they train long enough.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. I'm not talking about what you're doing, of course. I couldn't. Yeah. I'm just talking about the packing things. Like, we could have someone come in to do to-goes in the evening.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I didn't pack those orders. We got 5 more coming in.
Oh, 5 more? All right. And things go smoothly as the evening moves into night. The sun begins to set. What time does MSG's close?
was going to say 24 hours, but then he would never sleep.
Well, and we already talked about you're thinking about expanding to 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm thinking midnight or 2 a.m.
Like 1 or 2 a.m.?
Midnight or 2, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. As the night moves on, things are pretty quiet. Waffle House, but worse.
Jesus. So
But the night moves on, and it gets to be about midnight when you hear the distinctive whine of a group of dirt bikes.
oh god.
Fuck.
Or drift bikes. And about 8 of them pull up in the parking lot. You can see that the people here are... It's a good thing that there is an automatic guidance system on a drift bike. Because the guy riding the one in the lead looks like a stiff wind will blow him over. As you see, a blonde man wearing a brown leather trench coat, breeches, a t-shirt underneath, and about knee-high boots slump off of a drift bike, immediately be caught by a massive man covered in tattoos who looks down at him and says, Eddie, you sure you don't want to just go home? You sure you want to get a bite to eat?
No, yeah, no. Food sounds so fucking good right now. Like, I'm telling you, I could fuck up some cooked food right now.
I hear you. This spot, best little greasy spoon in the top 6.
Perfect. That's what I fucking want right now.
And you see,
You're like my best friend, you know that.
you're my best friend, Eddie.
Archie fully believes that. After getting called Eddie for the 15th time tonight.
I think you think this is a slightly mean nickname at this point. Like, you think he's doing this on purpose. And who
He's
knows,
not.
maybe he is. Who
Okay.
knows, maybe he is. Go ahead and give me an insight check if you want to try to figure it out.
Do you want me to crit on you again? Because I'll crit on you again.
This is with disadvantage.
Just kidding,
Because you're
Oh,
toasted.
perfect. That's an 8.
This is definitely on purpose. Like, this is a nickname.
Archie's never gotten a nickname other than his name abbreviated, so he's gonna roll with it.
I mean, it is your last name abbreviated.
Who cares? He doesn't realize that he's drunk.
That's fair. But he's like, all right, let's get in. And you and your crew of about, 7, counting Big Sal.
Big Sid.
Big Sid.
Your name's
thank you.
right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't write down the name for the guy I made up 20 minutes ago.
I did.
I know you did. For our viewers at home, Mags keeps the best session notes. God tier.
Amazing. Archie's just booking it towards the entrance of the fucking diner.
And you see, Mark, this little pack of about 8 stumble in.
Yep.
You know probably about 4 of these people by name. You definitely know Big Sid. He's here at least weekly.
Oh, hey, Sid, how's it going?
Hey, it's going. It's going. I got a buddy I want you to meet. This is Eddie.
Hold my hand out to shake your hand. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, dude.
And
He's just like gone. There's no soul behind the eyes. He's so shit faced.
the handshake he goes for is the one where you go on a clasp the wrist and handshake like that.
Archie's like, oh shit, man, what the fuck?
But yeah, you
Weird. I like it.
see that it is just your crew in here right now, Archie.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
you get seated. You're kind of spread out between a couple of tables. Right now it's you, Big
Yeah.
Sid, and I'm going to say Tony just because he's the only other one I've named yet. Sitting at your table.
Yeah.
Couple of other tables with people at them.
Yeah.
And Delilah does not work this late at night, Mark.
Yeah.
She just works the dinner rush. So go for it.
So what is it you'll be having tonight?
Oh,
We got sliders, we got grinders, we got sandwiches, we got malts, we got pizza, we got
fuck.
full
What
house.
kind of pizza, man?
Anything you want.
Big Sid, what do you recommend? You've been here.
I usually get the burger.
Fuck. I'll do 2.
2 burgers. Yep.
No, he wanted a pizza.
Oh, burger pizza. You gotcha.
Burger pizza.
That.
Looks at Archie up and down.
Burger pizza.
So you're gonna be able to wolf that down. Kind of small.
Hey, man.
You see,
Really need to fucking eat.
Tony's like, I got some almonds if you need something to snack on.
I said, no. You need something greasy to absorb all of it, or else you fucking get nauseous the next day, man.
They do have a point. Yeah.
I can't eat
found
that shit.
I found
That'll
that
kill
through
me.
experience.
The almonds
Oh,
will
you got-
not. The
you gotta
almonds
tell me if
will
you're
not
allergic.
kill you.
You gotta tell me if you're allergic to anything.
Oh yeah, are
It's
you
like
allergic to anything, Archie?
Standard code here.
Yeah, almonds, actually. Glad you asked.
All of it.
Amazing.
So after taking their orders, I go back and start making their hamburger pizza.
All right, go ahead and give me a. Is the hamburger pizza a regular menu item at MSG's?
No.
No. Give me a
Of course it's
DC
not.
15 cook check.
Why would
charisma
it be a
check.
regular item? It's
at
a secret
advantage
menu
because-
item.
Yeah, you will always be able to roll with advantage in your home kitchen here.
Okay.
Unless I
check?
specifically say otherwise. Yep, charisma check at advantage.
15 total.
All right, that hits the DC. What's a burger pizza look like to MSG? Just
It's pizza.
is it?
Right.
Is it?
It's a pizza, and then it has toppings on it, right? It's got the meat, the cheese, the pickles, the ketchup, the mustard, the mayo,
Mhm.
and then another pizza turned upside down on top of it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was
Two of the
thinking.
same kind of just.
I was wondering if the meat was a giant patty the size of a pizza. That was my question.
Yes.
Who's
Yes,
to say
100%.
it's not both?
It's got the topping. I like your idea. It's got the toppings on both sides of the pizza. One huge patty just on top of each other.
Burger pizza. What's hard to grasp that
Burger
concept,
pizza.
Chip?
I grasp for the I mean, I've seen burger pizzas where it's just a bunch of literal cheeseburgers on top of a cheese pizza.
That's a sin. That is a sin.
I want to try it.
I do
It's
too.
pretty good. The
Damn.
grease absorbs the shame.
It does absorb the shame. That's all Archie's going to be feeling tomorrow morning. Shame.
Thanks for the new bit, Gabby. I'm gonna hold on to that for years. But no, you have a wonderful burger pizza to share between you, Sid, and Tony.
Love that.
Now I'm going to ask you a question, Archie. In this
Okay.
4-person booth, what is the seating arrangement?
Archie is the one who's sitting by himself. I think Sid and Tony are both sitting next to each other because it's definitely more of like
Yeah.
a weird power dynamic thing. Because like Archie has that like drunk white frat kid complex where he thinks he's fucking God right now, but he's not.
I
And
mean,
like
Archie
these
is
two
having.
guys are like
Archie just had his.
he's like
Archie just had
living
his
his
first
fucking
night of
best
ever being
life.
hot shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
First night of ever being hot shit. You're gonna ride this high until you die.
Exactly. What else? How else am I supposed to do with it?
Yeah. And on that note of until you die, Tony
Yep.
leans over to you and says, "So I hear Gil's putting you on the chit job with us."
Oh shit! That's with you guys. Oh yeah, he came in and
It's with me and-
spoke
it's
to me
with
about
me-
it tonight.
Me and Sid will be there, but
Yeah.
not everybody will.
Okay, yeah, cool, great.
Yeah. You think you'll be good to ride yourself? Or you think you're gonna need to ride with Sid again?
I mean, yeah, I can ride by myself. That's not a problem. I'll be good.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you. So
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit more of a rundown here,
Mhm.
since we got the time.
Yeah.
So what we've heard is these chits they're moving down for the charity program.
Yeah.
Swear your loyalty, swear your holdings, and all that, and you get your chip for free. But
Yeah.
it's not free if it takes you freedom, right?
No. Fuck yeah. No.
So what we're gonna do is as it passes by the scrapyard, we're gonna come out of the scrapyard on our bikes.
Mhm.
Kind of have 3 of our boys go in front to stop it from moving, and then me and Sid are gonna take the doors. So you should probably be either with one of us or on your own bike to take the back door.
Okay. No. Then yeah. If that's not a problem, I'll ride with Sid. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Then we toss the guards, get them out of our hair, out of our business. You'll crack the auto nav, and we'll be on our way with quite a pretty score.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm excited. For real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's life changing. I might even go back to school.
Definitely. No. You fucking should. I mean, like, shit. Like, it'd be good. Like, you could. I don't know. We could team up.
Oh yeah. Well,
I could always use some help
You,
around the shop. I mean,
yeah. You study much mechanics? I mean, I like quantum mechanics. I know the shop's got it in the name, but I kind of figured that was just use the buzzword to draw them in.
I dabbled in it a little bit. My doctorate's more in the mechy shit,
Well, with the way quantum processing is nowadays, you kind of have to know the mechanics of it in order to work with mechanical stuff. Yeah. No, that's really I'd love to work with you sometime.
For real, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I tell you what, why don't you want to come back to my place tonight? I can show you a little project I've been working on.
Yeah, fuck yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And Sid butts in. Or how are you getting over there? You gonna ride with Tony, or you need to borrow a bike? I can always just get one of the boys to take me back to the shop to pick up another one.
Yeah, I'll borrow a bike. It's not a problem.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
MSG is going around wiping down tables. Did I hear any of that conversation?
Give me a perception check. Archie, give me a stealth check. Tony will also be making one.
Perception. +0. That's a 1.
Natural 20.
I hear
So
nothing.
that's a nat one from Mark. Did you remember to roll an advantage since you're in your domain?
Oh, really? Okay. I thought
Yeah,
it was
like
a
I said, it's all checks in your domain unless I say otherwise.
Yeah, that's only an 11.
All right, an 11. So you hear Tony's half of the conversation because he also got a natural 1.
God
And
damn
I'm going to
it.
say, I'll say you pick up the back half of Tony's half of the conversation where he's talking about like that's a life-changing amount of money. I might go back to school. But you know this crew. You know they're not the most clean-handed. They're into some shady shit already. You don't catch any of Archie's response.
Okay. Whenever they get up to leave, I'm gonna see if I can't pull Tony aside.
All right, hell yeah. And we'll actually go ahead and cut from there quick back over to Yakruta as you head down to pick up your dead drop.
Yeah, I say she's changed out of her normal like work clothes into something more practical. Probably something easily camouflageable should she need to
Probably
dip and
I'd say
dodge.
she probably throws on her combat suit.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Go ahead. How are you making your way deeper into the city? Like, are you trying to move like you belong? Like, are you trying to just convince people by your presence that you belong where you are? Or are you trying to sneak around?
I would say she's probably on the more sneaky route simply because she wants to be quick and not have to engage. And there's a possibility that people that come into the club might recognize her. She's distinct in her tattoos and markings, so
Yeah.
probably stealthily.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
All right, I'm all right at those. 26.
26. All right. As you move deeper into the city, you see that the artificial sun grows dimmer and dimmer. There are spots throughout the first 30 or so levels where the sun is able to break through and illuminate the many almost cavernous hallways and passageways that make up the lower levels. But once you get below, it is dark. The air is clean, but stale. And as you hit about we'll say level 35, you begin to almost have to feel your way through the halls rather than seeing them. You know that this darkness aids you, but also puts you at risk. If someone does discover you, there's a high chance you won't notice them.
Yeah, so she's probably quick knowing that. So moving with some haste and making her way to level 30, section 170, block 170.
All
With the
right.
dead.
Yeah. So taking this stealthy path, you know that it is best to duck down a few levels first, bringing you down to 35. And as you begin your new ascent to block 70 of 30, you know that you are in what is considered a safe zone, where any weapons drawn, no matter the cause, will likely, or any weapons drawn in offense, will likely instigate the wrath of the Sovereign Syndicate, the people you are investigating.
Okay.
You do know that it would apply to anyone but one of theirs acting against you as well.
So if one of these hoodlums comes at me, they got protection. That's what you're saying.
Not if just a hoodlum comes at you. It's more if the syndicate sent someone to kill you, that person would be fine. If a random member of the syndicate just said, "Hey, I don't like the look of you," and tried to kill you, they would not.
Okay, well, knowing that, she's going to be extra sneaky and avoid people best she can.
As you enter this slightly more populated area, I'm going to ask for another stealth check from you. Because of how well you did on your last one, you can make it with advantage.
I don't need to. I've got a nat 20 on the first roll plus my
Jesus
7.
fucking
27.
Christ.
Hey, these good rolls on skill checks is going to fuck me in combat later, so I'm going to soak them up now.
I got 2 nat 20s. I'm gonna be fucked during this fucking Grand Theft Auto. So
Yeah. All right. And you. Oh, God. Nat 20.
I have expertise in spells. What do you want from me?
You. With your. What's the total on that roll with the nat 20?
27.
Just for
27.
Okay. Just to satisfy my curiosity. All right. You are a shadow. What is your passive perception?
Let's see. It's perception plus 10, so 14 passive.
14 passive.
I think that's right.
You sticking to the walls. Because if I was having you make an active perception check, I would have given you advantage. Since I'm just having you do a passive, mechanically advantage is equivalent to a +5. For right now, you have a passive of 19.
Cool.
You are able to find where your dead drop is, and you realize that with the speed and stealth you got here with, you're a little early, because you see the person who's dropping it off. You are not able to make many details out about them, other than that they appear to be about average height for a baseline human, because they are fully cloaked and cowled. You see them drop a set of instructions, or at least an envelope that you know would normally be filled with instructions, into the location. And you see that they put another envelope that they pulled out with it back into their cloak, look around, and head off to their next dead drop. You know that you are hidden from them.
Do I get the sense that it's a second dead drop they're going to make, or they were swapping the information of the dead drop?
I'm going to say you saw them pull both folders out of their cloak and then put the second one back away.
Okay.
But you did see them looking at each folder as if all right, which one's the one that's supposed to go here almost?
Okay. So I'll wait for them to leave and be fully out of view of the drop, and I'll get it and make a beeline out of there.
Yeah, you see them begin to descend some of the catwalks along the inside of this level here, and you know that you can go to the drop. I'm going to say with that insane nat 20 stealth, you could go to the drop and find a place where you can see them to access it, but they cannot see you.
Yeah, so I think she'll just do ninja shit and absolutely do that.
All right. You reach in, grab your envelope, open it up, And it is not instructions on tracking down a set of missing bikes or a chop shop. This is instructions for cooperation in a joint operation between the syndicate and the consortium. Where they will be essentially knocking over a truck full of charity chits.
I feel like it's a good thing she's stealthed, because the look on her face when she reads this is like unmistakable. If somebody were to see, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, all of this work and this is what we're doing now? This is like fast blink, completely like, what? Okay.
My God.
Would you like me to tell you what the instructions say to do?
Yes.
The instructions say to aid in the infiltration of the truck by any means necessary, as you will be posted inside as a guard. They say that the colleagues from the syndicate that will be working with you are aware that you are there. Your passphrase to identify yourself is Bluebird.
Okay.
And they say to let the syndicate take all of the chits. This strike is not because the consortium needs the chits or would gain overall, basically because of from their value. Like, this is a lot to a group of people. This is not a lot of money to a corporation. This is like, 500K is a drop in the bucket.
Fuck.
Okay.
This is to make the synarchy have to spend more, both be weakened by having to spend more money, have their public appearance tarnished by not being able to deliver on their offered charity chits, and align them further against the syndicate.
Yeah, corporate espionage. I love it.
And you see that at the bottom it says, any actions you can take to further these goals, the ones I just listed to you of disgracing the synarchy, all that, will be greatly rewarded.
Yeah, when she reads like the greatly rewarded, she's like, huh, yeah, you could say that again. She'll just roll it up and stick it in her suit. I would say the inside of her suit has like a secret document compartment where she carries things just from one place to the next, so it's not like easily visible or so on. Probably under some padding so that if she gets patted down, you don't feel it.
Yeah, you've got a little lining on the inside of your combat suit where there's not a zipper, but there is a like almost magnetic catch that you can pop to slip the leather in there and have it be hidden by the lining of your suit. Or to like slip the, and you do see at the bottom of this line, it is signed with a string of the letter O and the letter A.
Then would she recognize that as some type of code similar to binary but with letters instead?
You would guess it's similar, yeah. I will say in the future, like at some point in the near future, you'll be able to sit down and try to do some code breaking.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll pack it up and get out of this area because it makes her itchy and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Almost like union meetings.
You do still see the your dropper moving down further into the city. Anything you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let
anything you want
them
to do
go.
there, or do you think? That's what I figured.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first dead drop she's ever picked up, so she just doesn't think anything of it, aside from how interesting it is to be collaborating with the syndicate when she's like been working on something else entirely. So
Yeah. And we will fade from there. Back over to MSG's MSG, where the night is wrapping up. You get past keys by Big Sid. All right, it's right outside. You know which bike it is.
Okay.
You rode on it on the way in.
Yeah. Don't worry, Sid. I got it.
All right. What kind of shape do you think Archie's arm is in right now?
The bionic one.
Yes, the cyber.
Okay. I think it's like its normal state where it's like
Okay.
it could be worse. It could be much worse, but it's not great.
Okay. Just checking in. Wasn't sure if you partied it off or
Don't
something.
like that you asked that. And I don't like that answer either.
Sometimes I just ask questions to see if they make you guys nervous. That's my trick as a DM. Build anticipation by throwing out red herrings at all times.
The worst.
But yeah, Sid gets up to leave, motions to one of the other tables. Hey, who's taking me back to pick up the spare bike? And heads out. Tony waves you down, Mark. Hey, Mark, can I get the check? What?
How old is Tony?
You'd guess Tony is maybe probably like early 30s down to mid 20s. Probably like somewhere, you would guess somewhere between like 25 and 32.
Okay, so he's like around Archie's age then. Okay.
Around Archie's age.
Okay.
It's
just curious. Just
it's hard to tell with like there's a much larger range of the way people look in their ages.
Yeah.
With the extended lifespan. Like
Yeah.
most people look like they're in their 30s for now till they're like 55.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, you'd guess he's like within probably 10 years of you either way.
Cool.
But can I get the check? Or actually, I'm sorry, you're busy. You're still cleaning up back there. I'll just come get it from you. And he stands up and walks over.
All set for the night.
All right. How much do I owe you?
Be 3, 2 beer,
A credit is about $1 relatively.
doubles up the
Burger pizza. Don't forget about the burger pizza.
What was that again? Could you repeat that?
Don't forget to bring up the burger pizza.
Right, the burger pizza, right. Of course.
So yeah, burger pizza, fries, Sid's to-go burgers.
About 70 credits.
Oh, you see he goes to swipe credits over to you. All right, let me try it.
Problems?
1 second, I just need to find the right account. Oh, there we go. And approves after about the 5th try.
Okay. By the way, I've been heard that didn't mean to, but I heard a tail end of your conversation about something about more money than you could think of. You guys planning on the job?
Coming into inheritance.
Damn.
You rolled at that one.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's 11.
Fair.
Can I roll an insight to figure out?
Yeah, you can give me an insight.
Okay.
This is going to be opposed by Tony's deception.
Can I give Tony
13.
potent aptitude on that?
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so Tony's got a 13. I'll go ahead and roll his potent aptitude die. It's a
No
D4.
worries, I got the 1.
You got a 1?
I got a 1.
All right, well, we'll see just how much Tony beats you by. We'll see how much aid Archie gives in this moment. That's a 4.
Thank God.
I'm going to say on a nat 1, you still think something shady happened, or something shady is happening, that Tony's coming into money. But you think he's telling the truth about it being an inheritance. You're like, did this guy gank a relative? For a second. And then you're like, no, Tony's not that kind of guy.
Of course.
It's more likely that he seduced a wealthy widow.
Yeah, sounds like him.
But yeah. He's like, all right, well, I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Sounds like a plan.
And he looks back over at you, Archie. What do you do to give Tony this potent aptitude?
I just kind of give him a nice pat on the shoulder, kind of as we're walking out. They get to the bikes.
Gotcha. And you head out to the bikes. Now, Archie,
Yes.
we've established that you are too drunk to drive. Yes, would you agree? All right.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna need here is a decision from you.
Okay.
Is Archie driving the bike, or is he using the autopilot? Is he showing off to Tony?
This is a really... Can I pretend like I'm actually driving it when it's actually on autopilot?
I am going to say you have two routes to that. One is a deception, or no, I'm not even going to say deception. I'm going to say a sleight of hand check.
Uh-huh.
The other one is a Tinker's Tools check or Mechanics Tools check, whichever one, to alter the bike's autopilot so it looks like someone is driving it.
And what would that be?
Either one, it would be intelligence plus proficiency.
I'm gonna do that one.
Either one of these is going to be made with disadvantage.
It's a +6 for the intelligence no matter what. That's a 16.
A 16. You're trying to do some slapdash programming for this bike.
Yeah.
To improve its autopilot on your wrist pad. You send the code through, and then suddenly realize that there's not the onboard computer on this is not there's no wireless access to the onboard computer.
Damn it. Fuck me. All right,
So before you get on the bike, you know that the autopilot will not work the way you want it to make it look like you're driving.
Fuck it, Archie's just gonna drive then.
All right, Archie, you are getting ready to rip out of here on drift bikes with Tony, as you saddle up, turn the bike on, I am going to need a piloting check. DC, how much are you showing off?
Enough to make it look impressive, but not like he's like really trying to like dick around and show off.
DC 15 piloting check with disadvantage.
Fuck.
You are too drunk to drive. We do
I
not
know.
support drunk driving on Heroes and Hooligans.
And you are letting me roll for drunk driving. So I'm gonna tell you what the high roll was first.
Oh no.
The high roll was a 19 with piloting. With piloting, that would be a 25. The disadvantage roll was a 17. Plus 6, that's a 23.
God.
I love that art. I love that Archie is the most accidentally competent person.
He has a fucking PhD. He has to be. One of them has to be smart.
He's so competent in all the ways he doesn't need to be.
And the ways he needs to be. Motherfucker. Let's not forget those insane rolls at the beginning.
Financial literacy.
You let me get an 18 on intelligence.
All right. But yeah, this drift bike, you're the one who's basically rebuilt this from the ground up. This is Sid's personal bike. You know how to make this burn actual fuel.
Yeah.
Like, you are ripping through the streets of Eden like a maniac. And as you do so, you are catching view, like as your head swivels to try to look over and yell and talk to Tony as he's riding alongside you. You're catching, okay, slow down here. There's a camera up ahead a couple of blocks.
Yeah.
And you make it over to Tony's little apartment. No issue. It's similar. You've gone down a few levels on this trip. You're on level 9 right now. And it is similar in form to Yakruda's apartment, where it is you can tell that this building was once an office that has, like, a set of corporate offices that has been converted into housing. Because Tony has a corner office apartment. One
Nice.
wall is still that permaglass window. You see he's got a bed sheet that rolls up above it to drop down to cover it. Little bed. It does have a frame.
Nice.
Couple of pillows. Bed's made somewhat nicely. Like, it's not military precision, but the sheet's pulled up and there's a
Can I
duvet
ask
over
a
top.
very important question?
Yeah.
For the love of God, please tell me these sheets aren't navy blue. That's red flag number 1. Are those sheets navy blue?
You know, I'm going to take that. I'm going to choose to take that personally. I'm going to...
Do with it what you will. Do with it what you will.
I'm going to choose to take that personally with my unmade navy blue sheets. They were a gift, which means they were free, which means they're going to be used until they die.
That was not your conscious decision, though. That's fine.
The motorcycle runs on my hopes and dreams, Gabby, because that's all they're good for is burning now.
Ouch! Oh my god. Anyway, we're in Tony's apartment.
But no, Tony does not have navy blue sheets.
Thank God.
No, they're like that like tan linen where it's
Okay.
like a little patterned with white.
Yeah. Okay, I can rock with that.
All right. And he actually, you see, he pulls a little, like, one of those plastic containers out from under the bed and says, "So this is what I've been working on." Unlocks a little, like, padlock on it, flips it open, and you see just the most disorganized mess of schematics that you've seen since you lived in a dorm.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a intelligence check. I'll say with proficiency.
That's a 12.
You can't, at a glance, you're not sure what this is for.
Mm-hmm.
He begins to talk to you about it. He's like, so I think what I've found is a way for us to harness. So the artificial, like, you know, the artificial sun is powered by the real one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we're able to take that light and turn it into the electricity needed to power the real sun, why can't we take the light from the real sun and change it back into a solar form, right?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
You know, change the electricity back. It makes sense until you realize how often we've tried to do it and failed.
Yeah.
Like the solar chips are the only known method of doing so. And like the Synarchy's not going to give out how those are made anytime soon.
Why the fuck would they? They're making too much money off of it.
Exactly.
Making too much money and getting too many followers.
So I've got a prototype that I'm working on. It's not operational yet, but I've got it tucked away down in a little lab on level 38.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So
why so
what
far?
I'm hoping, well, who's going to go down that deep looking for, a high-end quantum electricity lab?
Make a fair point.
The goal is I'm with my cut of the chips, I'm actually only taking half of that in creds. I'm taking a lot of it in the chips so that I can, hopefully I'll be able to use them to provide the power so that I'm off grid and I'll have some to break down for study.
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And then, once we can make our own chips, that's freedom.
Yeah. You cut the syndicate out. Cut the Synarchy out. We don't need them.
Yeah, we don't need the Synarchy. And, a lot of people are only working for the consortium because they got to pay for their chip, because the consortium will pay for chips.
Exactly.
So if we're not, if we don't have that reliance, maybe we could, I don't know. It'd be nice to see more little places like MSGs.
Yeah. Be nice to see less of those fucking high rises.
Hey, eventually they all get lowered down. And he gestures around at the little at the room he's in. What was once a high rise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's right that they keep building on the top floor, and then it's not the top floor anymore, and then the sky gets shorter every day.
Yeah.
I got one buddy who swears he can climb the building above his and touch the sky.
It's fucked up, man. I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Anyway, on the topic of touching the sky, so when I was down in my lab, actually, I was thinking maybe I'll need to expand at some point. So I went exploring some of the other rooms. I found these old, here, I'll show you. And he pulls a collection of old Western movies out on VHS.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's like,
cute.
He's like, so I figured out how to rig up a projector that'll take the little images they've got on the film here and show
shit,
on the
really?
wall. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Does Archie even know what a VHS tape is?
You know what film is. You've never seen a VHS tape.
Fair.
Like, film photography is still around as like in the same way portraiture is still around.
Yeah.
Today.
Amazing. I love that.
But yeah, do you want to so reach for the sky is like a common saying for them. And I think if I understand the context right, it's like it's reaching for something that you can't ever grab onto.
Yeah.
But they always say it when they're about to shoot each other. So, like, is it reaching for heaven?
Maybe. I mean, if guns are involved, it's only going to end one way.
Yeah, maybe. I think maybe it was like an old prayer or something. Like, reach for heaven so that you can go there when you die?
Maybe.
Do you want to watch one?
Yeah, sure. Why not? That'd be cool.
Yeah, and he sets up his projector and slides in. I'm caught between two movies.
The good, the bad, and the weird.
No, I was thinking either the two I'm thinking are Toy Story or Brokeback Mountain.
You're foul for that one. Fucked up.
Toy Story.
Oh my god. Too much. Archie's gonna pick fucking Toy Story, you fucking sicko. God damn it. Brokeback Mountain's for next time.
No, next time's Toy Story 2. You gotta save Brokeback Mountain for the third outing.
Outing, that's what we're calling him. Okay.
Well, it's not a date. He didn't ask you out.
That's true. Fair enough.
Archie doesn't even know if he's interested or if he's just genuinely passionate about Western movies and quantum mechanics. Honestly, based on this collection, might be that.
Maybe. Who knows?
But yeah, you have a lovely night watching Toy Story. You don't get most of the cultural references.
Why would he?
But yeah, it's a lovely little night. And we will go ahead and cut from there over to Yakruta. Yakruta, as you return, or as you leave your dead drop, rather, where do you go?
Well, about what time is it?
It's about midnight.
Okay. I would say she probably goes to her flat first so she can drop off like sensitive information. But after that, being as she worked today and made some extra credits, she's gonna go find the guy she buys her giggle dust from because she's starting to get sweaty and a little bit itchy and needs to take care of that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna say you're sitting here putting your priorities in order of getting your giggle dust or going and dropping off your sensitive information. I'm going to need a wisdom or constitution saving throw. DC
Okay.
is how many days would you say Yakuta has been dry?
Days? You mean hours?
Oh, okay, so it's been today. Just a DC 13.
Okay. What is my... You said wisdom or constitution?
Yep. And I will let you know that you're going to pick one this time. Next time you roll it, it will be the other.
So 15.
Was that wisdom or con?
That's wisdom.
Okay. Go ahead and, if you could, make a note of that yourself as well, just in case I lose this note sheet. All right. Or, Archie might do it for us.
I did make a note, but...
All right. And that was a 15, you said?
Yeah, 13 on the die plus my wisdom save is 2, so 15.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to, what the smart thing to do is here, and it's going to be, maybe a 10-minute delay. You could probably even go drop it off while you wait for him to reach back out to you.
Yeah, that's probably what she'll do. That's what she'll do. Send a little coded message from her data pad and go and drop her stuff home.
Yeah, that any message, like, you would normally just say, hey, do you want to hang out? Or something like that. And he can say where and when.
Yeah. I don't even think she goes in. I think she just drops the envelope through, like, her mail slot in her apartment door.
Does Yakuta have a mail slot? Or is that something that she would view as a potential opening?
I think she does because it would be about crouch height. She's fairly tall. So that way, there's like the little place where you can look out, but the mail slot would be farther down where she could crouch and slip something through there, a blade or anything else should have you.
Sounds good. All right. You crouch, slip this through your mail slot, and head on your way. Okay. Your dexterity is a +3, right?
Yes.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, you head off. You get a message back from Prell, your dealer. I'm pretty mobile tonight. Do you want me to just come meet you somewhere?
I'll text him back. Yeah, that little noodle shop near my apartment complex would be all right.
Right. And you head off to go get some noodles in Giggle Dust.
Yeah, we like noodles.
All right. Do you think it has been 8 hours since your last dose?
Probably more like 6 and a half.
I was going to ask, do you think you dose at work?
Oh, absolutely. It makes the night go by faster. She's got to deal with slime balls and things all night. Takes the edge off.
All right. Yeah, you are not suffering any withdrawal yet. You can just feel it coming on soon.
Yeah.
And you see Prell walks up. Prell has cobalt blue skin, almost like a traditional I can't think of the word. I'm going to use a different reference. Looks almost like Chernobog. But with cobalt blue skin, those same blank pupilless gold eyes, though, and a big toothy grin as he walks up, and the tail arm of his tail arm flap whips around and goes to shake your hand with the hand on the end of it. Yeah,
it's
good to see you.
Hey, good to see you. What kind of noodles you want? That bang bang shrimp we had last time, or something different?
I think I'll have them surprise me this time.
A surprise? You got it. One bang bang shrimp and one chef's surprise, I guess.
And you see the little serving droid. One bang bang shrimp, one chef's surprise, right up. And wheels back into the kitchen. All right. You got the creds?
Always.
All right.
And I'll send him the, I believe it's 80, if I'm not mistaken, via my character sheet.
You've got 80, is what you're saying?
Yeah, the cost on my character sheet for Giggle Dust is 80.
Yep, 80 of those.
Yep. So
All right.
I'll send
Just
him
one?
the. Yeah, just one.
All right. Rock by the path up underneath. You know the drill.
Yeah, you got it. And I'll send it over with like a note for noodles or whatever.
All right. Are you still working up at what was that club?
I don't think I have the name of that.
Niceties? I think it's nice. It's niceties, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. Yeah, you're still working there.
Yeah, for now I might end up somewhere else.
All right. Hey, if you end up somewhere else, let me know. You always find the best clients, even before they know they're going to be them.
Well, I wouldn't be good at my job if I didn't pick the best clients, now would I?
I guess not. Something we have in common.
Can I backtrack and ask you a question, Chip? How much credits she made from not the first dance, but the second guy who she like charged him double?
So charging double, you would have made 200.
Okay. So let me. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I might end up somewhere new, but if I do, I'll let you know.
All right. Actually, hey, can you pack that up to go? He says as he looks at his wrist pad quick. Just the surprise. Or do you want yours to go too, since I have to dash?
No, it's okay.
All right. And he gets his chef surprise to go, heads out, and you are left alone in the noodle shop yet again.
Yeah, I think she probably sits off at like a table by herself in the corner. She's dressed in, her all black. She probably would keep her hood up because she doesn't want to speak with folks if she doesn't have to. She'd eat her noodles and then leave shortly after. And head off to grab what she
bag.
Yep.
Stop and grab your bag and head back home. I don't believe that it's not microwave or related, Gabby. You can say that all you want. I don't believe it.
It's always the microwave.
All right.
Yeah, so she would head home and kind of like break down more, she just did like a quick read of the dead drop. So she would go home and like actually sit at her desk, read through it,
Yeah.
take down any notes that she would need from it and so on. Prepare to go and do that job.
Yeah, you're reading through the job. You know where to pick up your gear, your fake identification, everything. You know where to be and when to load. And you begin to approach that 10-hour mark where things get a little more itchy.
Yeah, so once she kind of like finishes the work aspect, then she would
I'd say you're
definitely
about halfway. I'd say you think you're about halfway through your prep when you start to get itchy.
Yeah, I think she'll probably stop and take care of that. Probably flop back on her bed and flip on some music if she's got a musical playing device and
Yeah,
kind of
this
stare at the
room's
ceiling.
decorated with all the things you want it to have.
Yeah. Just like a little
What kind of music? Yeah.
like
Is it
probably I wouldn't say like T Swift upbeat, but like EDM, heavy beats, deep bass, sort of trancy kind of music where she could just like ride the wave. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll call it that.
It's the closest thing I had to what you were describing.
Yeah.
I was like, what do I have prepped that fits this?
Yeah.
Not much.
There you go.
But you lay back, you hold the bag up to your face and fall back. Pinks, purples, golds, oranges, all the lights in your room grow bright to you. There is a little, almost like a little aura surrounding your flesh and your skin. And you just begin to laugh. This emotional release pulls you along its flow. Are you fully giving in to the effects, or are you trying to resist and still be coherent?
I feel like it's the time of night where she doesn't need to try to be super coherent. She can finish work later. And it's like the one emotional release that she has aside from, stabbing random individual strangers that walk by her. So she's just going to chill and ride it out.
All right. And you let it ride. You will not gain the benefits of this long rest unless you extend your rest to 12 hours.
Okay.
But you ride out in a haze of color and sound. And that is where we're going to end this session of Concentricity, Echoes of Eden, Deception and Decisions. Thanks for joining us tonight, gang. I've had a great time. Big shout out to my players, Hooli, Mags, and Vinny. I almost called you Chip.
That's your name.
Well, we play in another campaign where his character is Chip.
Fair.
And it was
Fair.
it still confuses me every time.
It's still fucking funny.
Laura says Chip, and I go, what?
Wrong.
But we will catch you next week, Monday night, hopefully, with our Grim Hollow campaign. You'll be there. If not, then we are playing Thursday night, 7:30 Eastern, 8:30 or 6:30 Central, for Eberron, our Guild of Destinies campaign. And we will not be playing this next week, but we will 2 weeks from now. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.